My name is Oz. I'm 36 years old. I live in the Stittsville area, so this dental practice, I heard about it through the radio. So one day I decided to come in and pay them a visit. The rest has been history. I've been coming here for about 4 years now. I've had a family dentist for my entire life, and then they were actually retiring that year. And then they had been handing over their patients to another dentist, but it was very inconveniently located for me, so I didn't want to travel downtown every time I needed to visit the dentist, so I was in the market looking for a new dentist. I've always typically had pretty good teeth, never had any sort of issues in the past. So it had happened that once my dentist had retired, I came here for my initial checkup. They looked into my mouth and they said, "Whoa, there's a lot of stuff here that needs to be fixed." So it made me question, the level of service from the previous dentist, because they'd identified a lot of issues that my dentist hadn't discovered in 30 years, right? So I came in here, they showed me everything, they walked me through the x-rays, they walked me through the entire practice, and they let me know what needed to be done, what could wait. They were very honest from the beginning. So, we sort of took stock in all of that and came up with a plan on how to treat everything. So at that point, they did a lot of, filled a lot of cavities. They noticed that my bite was a little off as well. So they kind of came up with suggestions on how to fix all of that. But at the time, I was, like many people, I'm not a huge fan of coming to the dentist, but they made it really easy from the beginning. So I decided that anything that I need to get done, this is the place I was going to get it done. And it worked out great for me. Now, where things started to kind of change was maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. I started experiencing headaches that were so severe that they were almost incapacitating, right? I was not able to go to work. I wasn't able to focus. I stare a lot of the day at a computer screen. I'm in sales, and I spend a lot of the day on the phone talking to people too, and that was very difficult for me to do. So I was trying to figure out where that was coming from. I never typically suffered from migraines before, so I was at a loss for where this was all coming from. So I came in to meet with Dr. Barakat, and very simply, he asked me a couple of questions, took a look in my mouth, we did a couple of images, and then very quickly he was able to identify that it looks like it's a jaw-related issue and your bite is off. And I kept expressing the amount of pain that I was in, and Dr. Barakat could see that I was really suffering, so he made time. So he found an opportunity to squeeze me in wherever possible for me to come in and do those types of tests and that sort of thing. And for that, I was extremely grateful, because I could have been sitting at home suffering. My work was suffering. My home life was suffering. I just, like I said, recently had a child, and things were difficult, right? It was very painful, and I was struggling to get through the day. I started doing a little bit of online research and asking some questions. I have some family friends that are in the dental industry as well. And the popular online opinion was that this could be something that could help. So I said, whatever, I'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens. So I came in, got all that work done, got those orthotics put in, and after a couple of weeks, the pain started diminishing. It wasn't instant, but it started diminishing little by little until about maybe 3 weeks later, pain was completely gone. I was no longer having those migraines whatsoever. It's been probably about 3-4 months now since I've had the orthotics in my mouth, and I'm having zero issues with that.